All right, today let's talk about social media posting made easy. I know there is so much pressure because content is everything and we want to put our best information and our best foot forward when we're going out on the interwebs. But there is this pressure, and sometimes it can become really stressful to think, oh my gosh, I have all this content, I need to create different posts, videos, blogs, etc. So how do you go about doing it, taking the pressure off, having fun, and delivering value time and time again to your audience? So stick around because we're going to talk about that right now. What's going on, friend? Jen Johnson here. So glad to be hanging out with you today on my channel. And if you don't know, here we love to talk all about building your faith and your business together to create purpose for you and your business and also impact others along the way. So if you're new, I invite you to subscribe and hit the bell below so we can hang out every single week. Now, if you don't know, content is my jam. I love all things about content creation, from videos to posting to blogs, you name it. Email marketing, I love writing, all things content. It's so crucial because it's really your way of putting your voice out there on the interwebs. No matter what social platform you're on, you have to know how to communicate, connect, create content that is going to attract an audience to you that actually wants your products and services and wants to work with you further. So to do that can really feel like a lot sometimes. So I want to give you some tips on how to make content creation less stressful for you and also having you create with a little more ease, flow, and intention. So the first thing is create content buckets. What are those? Well, content buckets are really just different types of content you should be creating, different types of posts you should be putting out there. Everything from testimonials to lifestyle to story posts, tip posts, value-based content, just the different types of posts you can be making. Whether you do this in a journal or you use something like Trello, which is what I love, you just want a place where you can continue a growing list of different styled posts. So that way, if there's a moment where you're like, I don't know, you always have something to turn to. Now, where sometimes people get tripped up is they just don't know what to talk about. So what I want you to do is a little bit of an exercise where you sit down and just come up with different categories that are on point for you, for your brand, for your message. What are some things that you love to talk about, that excite you, that you're passionate about, that light you up, that you want people to know about? It could be any little thing, from the fact that you love coffee, or you have a dog, or you have kids, anything lifestyle driven, inspirational driven. Maybe you love to talk to people about mindset, or you love sharing your health and weight loss journey, whatever that looks like for you. Just be sure that you have these different categories in place so that you can start incorporating those themes into your content buckets. The third thing you're going to want to do is to create graphics, or find graphics that are out there that are copyright free, that you have permission to use, that go along with the different themes of what you're posting. Now, there is some amazing people out there who are photographers who do styled photography. I definitely recommend checking out Pinterest for styled photography, as well as different sites like Pixabay or Pexels. Now, you can use these graphics to go along with the content you're creating, or you can put quotes on them. You just want to start storing up different graphics with images, with text on them, off them, however you want it to look. So that way you're constantly compiling not just the content and what the context is and what you want to write about, but you have pictures to go along with those things. Now, when it comes to creating content for social media, you also want it to be captivating. So I am going to link to another video that I did on 6 tips to help you captivate your audience. So be sure to check that out while you're here. Now, the fourth thing you want to do is you want to be camera ready. Whenever you're going out with friends, you're hanging out with your family, or you have an event that you're attending, be camera ready. Take pictures. You have an amazing camera on your phone, I promise you. Use it to build up your graphic portfolio, so when you do sit down and look at your content buckets and the categories you've created, you can really be inspired by the pictures that you're actually taking and use those throughout your content marketing. So anytime I'm out and about, I'm always borrowing people, asking them to take shots. I'll take shots. And other people get it. You don't have to feel embarrassed to ask people to take a picture, or for you to take pictures of other people, or just incorporating whatever you want. And lastly, one of the most fun things that you could do is schedule a photo session. Now look, this doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to hire a photographer. You can literally just find a friend or a family member who's willing to come along the ride with you and take photos. It's so easy to do, again, with your phone, because your phone has so many amazing features, especially if you're an iPhone user. And you can use the portfolio feature. I'm sure there's amazing features on a lot of the different camera phones out there. So be sure to just set aside a day to where you can really go have fun with this. You can take a few different outfits with you, accessories, ladies. You can do your hair up different ways for the different pictures and shoot as many pictures as you can in just a few hours. That way, again, you can continue building up your photo portfolio. All right, I have a bonus tip for you as well. So one thing that I love to do to get inspired on different captions to create and things to write about that go along with my photos is when I'm reading a book, I love to highlight. I always highlight things that I think could be post-worthy or just give me an idea to create a different type of post. I'm never really copying and pasting what's being said unless I'm quoting the author, but it always allows me to go back to that book and go through my highlights when I'm actually sitting down to write different pieces of content, and it will always stir up different thoughts and emotions or triggers for me to create my own content piece. Now you can do this with podcasts, you could do this by reading other people's blog posts, so I want to encourage you to, as you're going through your personal development time and your training, to really make mental notes of things that could become inspiration for you to be creating your own content. And of course, I want to hook you up with something as well. I do have my 44 social media post ideas to help you kill crickets on your timeline. These are actual posts that I've done that create amazing engagement, and it can give you some ideas on different things that you can do as far as posting as well. So be sure to grab your own free download in the cards above or the description below. Other than that, my friend, I would love to continue hanging out with you here every single week. So again, be sure to subscribe, and you can always join the Turn Purpose to Profit community on Facebook if you go to turnpurposetoprofit.com. I would love to have you in there with me alongside hundreds and hundreds of fellow Christian entrepreneurs looking to grow in their faith and in their business. And until next time, God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.